Did you take your feels?
No. And you're going to have to get me the way I am. Love me the way I am.
I guess we're going to have to soldier on.
Love me the way I am. Sometimes come at me if you just want someone just to love you the way you are. Not tell you to take something or a pill or tell you to, like, have a drink. Just love me the way I am. That's all I ask. Not who I'm meant to be. Love me the way I am.
Oh, my God.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiance.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day fiance.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love. It's 90-day gate. Let's love.
Someone imperfectly me.
Jeez.
Because I am imperfect. I admit that.
Usually you just say, love me in my ass, and I don't care what you do.
True. Fair.
That's where we are.
Fair. Yo, this is 90 Day Gays.
Welcome to 90 Day
and
Gays.
this is 90 Day. This is a new show for us.
We don't even know what we're calling it. We didn't even decide. We just jumped in.
No, we're calling it 90 Day Gays Quarantine.
Oh, okay. But I mean, we're doing the whole hour. We're doing quarantine, and then we're doing what now?
You're right.
So clearly, we didn't think.
So
this
now
out.
the episode's called Quarantine Now.
Quarantine now?
Quarantine Now.
What quarantine?
What quarantine? No,
No.
that sends a bad message.
Because then some people go out
then,
of
like,
their house
some
when they're
people
not
are
supposed
like
to.
dressed in like American flag memorabilia and scream at people in scrubs. And so that's not what we want.
I hope those people get sick.
We're a non-political show.
That's not
We're
political. My
Okay.
sister-in-law
I
works for
love
the
it.
health department, and she's a nurse.
I love
and
it
she
how
is on the front
you can
lines.
decide anything you want is political. You can deem what I say political, and then
I don't
I've
think
learned
this is
not to
political
say
me.
anything.
I get really upset because I think about my sister-in-law who has diabetes, who's putting her life on the line every day. It's in our nurses. Y'all support nurses.
Okay.
That's all I want to say.
All right.
Now I'm riled up.
Yo, this is what quarantine? No, not what quarantine. Quarantine now.
Which
this is a combination
it's
of the
probably a
90 Day
Courtney
Fiance
visit.
Quarantined Edition, and where we take 40 cast members
yes.
through probably about, I think it's probably going to be 8 episodes because they're doing like 5 per hour.
Oh, that would be 8
so
episodes.
we're probably going to
yeah.
have 8 episodes.
That's trouble. Look at you doing math.
I was good at math, or I am good at math.
Y'all, Poodle loves money.
I love. True, it helps.
He likes
when I see a dollar sign beside the number, I'm immediately interested.
He actually keeps a ledger, like a 70-year-old old man.
7-year-old old man.
70-year-old old man. So yes, so we just watched the Quarantine Edition, and then we'll watch What Now in a bit.
Kind of a codicil here. We have not seen the seasons of at least 4 of these couples.
It's not our thing, y'all. We're doing it in our Gatreon. So
and because we kind of like to be surprised when we see
We
them.
do.
We're those kind of basic fuckers.
So I am torn a little bit because we're going to get a little bit of tea, and
we're gonna get you guys. We're gonna say these things. You're like, I like so and so, and then someone's gonna like, they're a child molester.
That's true. You're
gonna come for us.
We don't know, y'all. We're new. I mean,
or I'm gonna say, I think he's a blah blah blah. He's a good person.
It's just
someone's gonna come at us.
It's just gonna be hard because, boy, I feel like if we were watching 90 Day Fiance, I would have just knew that Colt and Larissa would have worked out. I just would have known it, Poodle.
Okay, so the first is Colt, who is otherwise known as Colty which is what Larissa called him, it seems like. I've done a little research, so I can do a little background
I
here.
do know that
you guys.
Larissa is apparently a vile human being.
Well, she's the one who said, "Whoever is against the queen will die."
Oh, isn't
She
she
has the
friends
famous
with?
quote.
Isn't she friends with Evelyn?
I don't know.
I feel like they become friends now.
You're taxing more of what I know about the show.
I thought you did your research.
Thanks for letting me do it. Anyway. So, y'all, Colt lives in Las Vegas. He's a software engineer. He was on 90 Day Fiance, and he's also been on Happily Ever After.
And he rigs casinos, slot machines, y'all. He's why that
If
Wonder
you've
Woman.
ever seen the movie Casino, Colt's responsible for all of that.
He's the reason why that Wonder Woman slot machine at the Flamingo took my rent money last year.
Boy, this is a bitch who doesn't choose his slots based on how they feel as you walk by, but how appealing they are to him.
No, I do feel too.
Yeah,
I
but
do.
How do you always do the Wonder Woman one?
Oh,
then?
please. Well, I've got to do that. You're
Although-
not going to do the Wizard of Oz one?
I've done the Wizard of Oz so many times.
You
I
can't-
go by feel. I don't judge.
Oh, please.
The slots speak to me.
Y'all, I have to say, and this is...
We're never going to finish this.
we said this episode was going to be 30 minutes.
You're
It's
already
not.
gone off.
When Poodle and I are in Vegas, we're both gambling crazy. We're those
Yeah,
bitches
it's really
that
bad.
we both have to like tell the other person to step away because Poodle just
It's really bad.
My eyes will be wide, just playing roulette, and then once I win, Poodle gets hit. It's bad, y'all. We do not need to go to Vegas together.
Yeah, it's true.
Anyway,
So you guys,
we're
Colt,
more interesting than Colt and his 6 cats.
he's working out, doing jumping jacks and doing his dumbbells with his virtual trainer. He's sheltering at home with his mother,
Debbie.
which I said, there are very few sadder statements.
It's happening for a lot of people right now.
What if I had to shelter at home with my mother? Holy hell. There was a while, you guys, I thought, should I hightail it across the country to South Carolina where it might be safer?
I took care of that real quick. Took care of that.
And I decided I could not spend undetermined amount of time with either of my parents. Actually, I could take either of them in small doses, but together,
because you wouldn't be able to go see your brother.
No, there would be a double homicide.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to go visit anyone.
No, I'd be stuck there with them and their fights.
And I'd have to do podcasts with you over the computer, looking at those stuffed deer heads in the back of the ground with you just yelling at me because you're angry.
And my mother saying, "What do you want for dinner again?"
Jaybird.
Jaybird. Well, cool. I didn't know your podcast was going to take that long. And my father playing like this television related. My father's watching westerns now, and my mother's like, if I have to hear another goddamn western soundtrack, it's so awful. God. And I said, just cancel the channel. She's like, I'm going to do that.
Y'all, I think a funny thing that happened is Poodle talked to his parents yesterday, and his dad wanted to advertise his business on our podcast.
My dad had been drinking his homemade wine, and my mother's like, stop talking like that.
Oh, Father Jim.
Yeah. And my mother talked to Maddie yesterday.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
That experience is on Too Hot to Handle. Which, by the way, y'all, if you haven't jumped into Too Hot to Handle, what are you waiting for?
Because if you're not too hot to handle, you're too cold to hold.
It's true. That should be a lyric.
I'm proud of that theme song, y'all.
It gets good on episode 3, y'all. Bear with us.
Anyway,
All right.
so Colt, he's sheltering with Debbie, who, as he refers to, is a prime target for the virus.
Well,
which is a strange. No, I know. It's just a strange way to
he
refer
says
to
it
your
like-
mother as.
Well, he does say it like COVID's an assassin.
Yeah.
Which it kind of, I guess, is, but still. It's very heavy.
Yep. They have six cats.
They have 6 cats.
I
They're
wrote down, I'm uncomfortable.
There's way too. I mean, y'all, I love a good cat, but first of all, Jake would just start sneezing hysterically when we walked
I'm
in the
allergic
room.
to cats.
I don't know why, but Debbie needs a subtitle.
I wrote that down too.
Always.
Yeah, it's really bad. I think it might be her dentures, maybe.
Her
Something's
teeth just
wrong.
out.
Yeah.
They're-
I'd also like to say that with 6 cats, y'all, know one thing. If those 2 people died, those cats would eat their bodies. Let it be known. Meow. What are you doing?
Jellicle cats and Jellicle will. Jellicle will eat you alive. They'll eat your vagina. They'll eat your boobies because you're dead from COVID. And Colt is in his own semen. They're gonna kill you.
Oh, God.
Jellicle. Y'all cats is bad.
It's bad. He also says, I'm fortunate that I have so many cats in here. And so then they start dressing them up, y'all.
I kind of like this. It's weird, but I like it.
So the names are things like Polly Prissy and Wolfie Pierre. What are some of the other names of the cats?
I don't want to be here. That was one that kind of a sour-looking cat. Then there was
there's one just named
Princess Prudence Pride Me.
Yes.
And then there was the other one.
There's one that's just named Hole.
Hole. Mm-hmm. And then there's that gray one was just Gary.
Yeah, Gary.
Mm-hmm. You know, if you were stuck with your mother, though, you probably would dress up Muffin just for something
because
for
I'd be
fucking
bored,
do.
and Muffin would bite me because she's a biter,
yeah,
y'all.
Her dog's name is Muffin. It could not.
My mother's dog is absolutely awful. She's a biter. Will not listen.
That's such a basic name for a dog.
I don't know
Muffin.
why they named her that. I don't get it.
I do miss having an animal. Poodle and I've talked about that, y'all, but we don't.
Anyway, y'all, this is uncomfortable, and his season, we will get around to it one time on our Patreon.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that he will continue to make me uncomfortable. He's got a creepy vibe. If you told me he propositioned a 15-year-old girl once, I'd believe you.
I'd believe it.
Yeah, there's a creepy vibe to him.
He does lose his job. We don't know what's going to happen, but his mom says, well, we'll just get drunk on butterscotch schnapps.
Not something you get drunk off of.
And they didn't even buy they bought name brand butterscotch schnapps, y'all. This was also, I need to go and organize their house after Corona because this kitchen was horrible.
There's shit everywhere.
There was shit everywhere.
There are also knickknacks everywhere. He also has one of those basic, like, crystal geodes with a light in the middle of it.
Yes. Yes. And you know what, y'all? Another thing I learned about Colt, he likes it rare. He likes that. He likes that steak raw dogging in his mouth, bloody and meaty, like my vulva.
I would beg you never to use the word vulva again on Baby Girlies.
I'll see what happens.
Let's move on to David and Annie.
Y'all pray for these editors
that
did this show.
We said this. The editors who did this show need some special creative arts Emmy.
They do.
Because, you guys, they just got all this fucking cell phone footage from these people. And they made it work.
They did.
Like, we're going to talk about one that's right after this.
Oh, God.
That's basically like a student short film that should go to a festival.
It's true. That's exactly true.
I know.
Exactly.
So, David and Annie, they're very famous because of Pillow Talk. I did not know this, but Annie is 27 years old.
She young, y'all. She young.
I thought she was older.
And she does her makeup well. Her makeup is gorgeous.
They're both delightful. My first instinct he's very much older than her and a little creepy, but they seem to make it work.
They're like Angela and Michael. They make you believe it.
But much more endearing.
Yes. But, if you were with a 7-year-old man, wouldn't you make us believe?
Yeah, I'd be Meryl fucking Streep. If he had a lot of money, I think David is not like broke, but he's got something.
He's got something.
Yeah.
Speaking of Meryl Streep, y'all, a lot of y'all have really liked Jake and I's performances of Darcy and Stacy in our 90-day theater. We appreciate that.
I'm completely appalled.
Completely. I don't know what to say. So be sure to go on to
I
our
just
90
did it for
day.
The art.
It's in our Instagram.
We have a new Facebook page.
It's in our Instagram at 90 Day Gays. Like our Facebook page. If you're not into the Sissy Squad and you don't want to be in the private group, but you just want to see memes and videos we do,
we're going to do a lot of that.
Just like our Facebook at 90 Day Gays and our Twitter.
This is phase 2 of world domination. This is us. We're going to start sharing a little more media, but you know what? Don't you fucking ask for it.
We can't.
No.
We can't
Don't
do
you
it every
come for
week.
us.
We still have to work, y'all. I had to work a cubicle job today.
And
Poodle
I
had
only
voice
have
lessons.
I only have a certain number for a wig budget.
We might have gotten other wigs on Amazon. We'll see.
Bought last night.
So.
But we enjoyed doing it. We enjoyed. Thank you for all of us talking about our makeup and our y'all. I will say everything we had that we put on was in house.
None of that was planned.
None of that was
night.
planned.
It was what happened is that Poodle had 2 vodka tonics and Poodle made me 1 strong vodka tonic, and we thought it would be a good idea. And literally, like
it
Poodle
was quite
said,
involved.
Everything he's ever gotten from the gay teacher store was
involved.
already here.
I had that lip liner that was perfect for Stacy's lips.
You literally had a nude lip liner.
I did.
And he had an army jacket
An
and
army
a black
jacket and the
from me.
black military jacket that you wore.
Some queen did comment and say, next time make the glasses bigger.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that, you cunt.
We ordered new glasses, too. So
I will say my favorite part about doing all this videos for people is that some people are super appreciative. There's always one person that's like, it should have been blah, blah, blah.
Should have been.
And you know what? I see you, queen, and you're trying to make us better. You're still a cunt.
It's true. But we have... Even Darcy herself liked the video, y'all. We didn't tag
and we
her
were
anything.
#dead.
We were dead. So anyway, thank you. Go to our social medias and find that.
So David and Annie, Annie says, "Oh my Buddha," which I find very funny.
She is crazy kaboo.
Yeah,
I love her. She's very funny.
I said they're a delight, and they go. You guys, they go. They're giving their friends toilet paper. Which is lovely. I mean,
they're doing nothing in these segments. Like everybody else was having conflict. They literally are doing nothing. It's just Annie is entertaining fucking cutting an onion and cooking in her kitchen.
I think they could probably have a YouTube show and people would watch it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so they're at the Asian market and it kind of hit me.
It did too.
When they said this, and Annie said, we prefer here to go to the Asian markets because everyone's Asian here and we don't get judged.
Where do they live again?
Arizona,
yeah. That broke... Are they in Phoenix?
I don't know.
That broke my heart.
But it's just like, you guys...
My dad does that. He
calls
it a Chinese disease. And I've tried to tell him. He even stopped seeing all his Thai massage girls that he sees.
Now that's sacrifice.
I know.
Now that is a sacrifice.
I'm like, Dad, that has nothing to do with it. Well, don't want to take my chances.
So
and I said, well, I think it's good you're not going.
So... What a stance. How brave. How brave your father is.
Father's not a good husband.
God.
He's not a good husband.
Okay. So, you guys, and even David says, how we react to all of this will define us. And that was the best thing said tonight.
It was.
So
I think that's why people like them, because they both really seem to have heart.
And they have a lot of perspective, it feels like.
I'm excited to watch their season.
Yeah.
Maybe they're right. Maybe like Ricky and Jimena, or maybe maybe Big Ed and Rose will make it work.
No,
maybe
no. Anyway,
I think you're right.
So Annie basically says that she thought the refrigerator had a ghost, but it was just the ice maker.
Just the ice maker.
I love it.
And then she says, "I need my vagina," and Poodle and I went, "What?" And he was like, pajamas.
No, it's pajamas.
She's a hoot.
Then they're like hitting each other with whips. And she's in like
freaky.
A super duck costume. And I'm like, I'm uncomfortable again.
I want to get drunk with them because they've got like 3 boxes of Franzia wine behind them in the kitchen.
Y'all,
that shit gets kinky.
That ruined my taste for wine at Franzia. Me and Mary Huff used to walk around Courtridge.
What's Courtridge?
It's an apartment complex.
Where?
It's filthy. And we would just carry around these big...
In Michigan or LSU?
That was South Carolina. We would walk around.
In high school?
No. I'll explain to you later,
Tell
you
the
whore.
story right, and I won't question it.
No. We would walk around these mugs.
Oh, okay.
And of wine. Anyway.
And you would get drunk on Franzia?
Yes, and the hangovers of Franzia, y'all, are brutal.
Are they sugary?
Yeah. So anyway, okay. This is when we come to the part of our show.
Our lonely hearts.
This is Courtney, y'all, and we have talked about Courtney's season of Before the 90 Days. Courtney. When Antonio would say Courtney.
I messaged him tonight on Instagram and I said, you dodged a Courtney bullet.
You need to go get her. You need to go get her.
No, he needs to run away.
That's true.
And then I said, can I see your dick?
Exactly.
We'll see if he responds.
I was going to say, if you've been drinking, you'd ask to see his dick.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, the funniest thing about me and this bitch is this bitch, if she's had anything to drink, will say, can I see your dick? When I won't even ask for it. I'll be like, you can show it to me if you want. I'm too proud. This bitch ain't too proud to beg.
I'm a Darcy and he's a Stacy.
You are. You know what? That is exactly who we are.
It's true.
I know, y'all. I know my power, even if I'm like 3 sheets in. She becomes completely that girl.
I get
when she's drunk.
Very lovey when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
When we do live shows, I won't drink at any of them, y'all, because I don't want to feel up your husband.
Yeah, exactly. She can't control herself.
I don't want to get a lawsuit.
So y'all, Courtney, is
me and Antonio.
She's this is the one that we talked about was like a student film that gets dark near the end.
That's the way they film this because they could tell towards the end, like the producer says, "Look, we didn't get enough." So there's just a part where he's talking directly to the camera. Literally, she was like, "Okay, so you're going to talk to the camera like you're talking to me," and he was like, "And then I'm going to talk to the camera like I'm talking to you, and then we're going to put them together."
Yeah,
like literally. Our video yesterday had more production value than this.
I agree. So, y'all, Courtney is sheltering in place in the home of her German friend, Andy. Andy, who is from Germany. He's German.
She's not going back to her parents because
she's
she
afraid of getting them sick.
And
things did not. We of course find out things did not work out with Antonio. But she met Andy over email, and she is the brand ambassador for his period cup business.
For his period cup company, which
let me restate that she is the brand ambassador for his period cup business,
which. Apparently, I've had some sissies talk about y'all enjoy a period cup. Clearly, we don't know.
I just love the term brand ambassador for period cup business.
It's true. Mate, you could be a brand ambassador for a cum catcher.
Like, y'all, I'm not judging any period cups. Do what you ever want to with your flow down there. But just to say, but to put the word brand ambassador with period cup makes my day.
Honestly, even if Courtney said she was the brand ambassador of Rice Krispies, I wouldn't believe it. It's just that the brand ambassador is the more ridiculous part than the period cup.
Exactly. She's had a couple fillers, y'all, since then.
I think her tits got bigger too.
It's either a boob job or she's just put on a little corona weight.
But either way, that one eye is still kind of wonky. And her makeup is beat to the god.
And her eyes are still like whoop, kind of ceiling eyes. She just can't stop looking at the ceiling.
She can't. She's like, this is Courtney's life where she said, so I just came over for the weekend and now I'm stuck here.
Courtney, you have everything you need. I am your German caretaker.
Every day we're fighting and feeling drained. And I only have 2 dresses. Wah.
Shut up!
I'm sorry.
So we're going to skip to the good part. They go to get toilet paper.
Yeah,
Who
it's all
fucking
boring.
cares?
No,
boring.
We're in the car. We're in the car. She's like saying, I don't know what our life is. Speak louder.
And she's trying not to put it on the camera. And then she's like,
Speak louder!
louder.
Mach still! Mach still!
Turn off the camera.
But I don't want to talk because you're me. And then she says later that he basically turns off the camera so that he can yell at her.
And yes, and I think this is time to do an installment of 90 Days Gays Theater.
It's true. And
I'll be playing the role of, what the fuck is his name? Andy. Which is not a German name. Andy the German.
It's not at all.
Very non-threatening.
Who also, he's not cute at all.
He's not.
So, and that is the number one reason why Courtney is not going to fuck him.
Courtney's a prisoner. Let's be honest. Courtney's being held prisoner.
Hashtag save Courtney.
Someone needs to check on her.
Antonio, maybe you should go get her.
Does anyone live in Tampa? We need to find out where Courtney is. But okay, here we go.
Someone has to have an OnlyFans in Tampa, so they're still working, and you have money to go get her.
So here we go.
So imagine they're sitting on the couch, and imagine there's no shots of them together, just of Courtney talking directly to her cell phone, and then Andy talking directly to his cell phone.
All right, here we go.
And sing.
Courtney's going to get him a drink.
How do you feel? I don't want to tell him that I hate him so much, but I have to act like I like him.
I see inside your soul.
Oh, hey, babe. How do you feel our relationship's going?
You are my woman, and everything you have is here. Why would you need to live?
I just came because you said you weren't going to 1099 me because I got in trouble for those last year, so I was going to go and swing that. Okay. I just don't know. Like, I mean,
you have everything you need here.
You kind of bug me like all the time. You kind of are insufferable.
But I want to meet your parents and you want to find our relationship. I want to show you how much I love you, Courtney. And you know what? You will always be my prisoner here, for I am the beast and you are the beauty.
No.
And then, y'all, the period cups sing Be Our Guest.
Be our guest. Be our guest. Put your period blood to the test. Try the twig cup. It's delicious. You don't believe me? I seditious.
Seriously, y'all, this is some Stockholm Syndrome shit.
Get Courtney out.
Y'all, this is scary.
We don't want to see her anywhere, but still get her out.
I was literally thinking about Beauty and the Beast the whole time.
You know, the deal is that she, except for a rose, if the period cup wilts, then that means she's going to die.
I don't want to leave while we're fighting. I do not think you should leave.
And then the whole thing ends with Courtney going, I feel sad.
That was the best thing in the whole show, y'all.
Sad face.
Oh, my fucking God. Y'all, it was kind of like we were watching just like amateur documentaries, and then this kind of weird like Cannes Film Festival thing arrived as far as Courtney. And we were both like leaning forward.
We were.
Like, what the fuck?
It was riveting.
Yeah, it's like fucking Hitchcock.
I'm going to say, Courtney is good TV. And
but
you know,
is she?
At least he had an air conditioning. She could be there without air conditioning.
She had her makeup there, though.
That's true. She had 2 dresses and 3 boxes full of fucking MAC eyeshadow.
And a lot of period cups.
Because it was all the, yeah.
Yeah.
That is if you like a period cup, and maybe they'll be sponsored.
Let's talk about it. I don't know if we'd be able to do those testimonials.
I don't think we can.
Let's talk about Danielle, you guys.
Danielle.
So, again, we haven't seen this season.
We did watch an episode with Kate Casey.
Yes, she has.
Danielle's her favorite character from 90 Days.
She has been thought of as one of the most unfortunate characters to ever grace the 90 Day stage. My problem would be I would need 2 ice picks to deafen myself to this accent.
It's a pretty gross
that
accent.
They all have. You're some Sandusky, Ohio. And some days you're good and some days you're bad. And, you know, and I have 7 people living in my house.
I mean, y'all, she's
so awful.
Blessed to her, because Danielle is just sweet and dumb. Bless her. That's kind of where she's at.
How sweet, though? Really? Do we know?
I mean, she's letting all these people live with her.
Let's just say dumb.
Okay. She was married to Mohammed, for some of those who don't know. Really cute guy from...
Yeah, and-
where was he from?
And now they're working on a friendship.
Because she said they were divorced. And
We're working on a friendship.
haven't seen him in 3 years, but now they're friends. You know why? Because he's driving trucks, y'all, and he needs money. That's
trucking.
why.
Roll, 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 brother trucker.
Roll on, wheel. We really need to learn some trucking
We do.
songs.
And she takes care of mentally handicapped adults
She
in
does.
the evening.
Which is a shit. I don't mean
Yeah.
like a bad job, but I mean like
It's tough.
A tough.
She's an essential
job to do.
She's essential.
And so I mean, God bless her, because that is a shitty job that a lot of
Yeah.
people don't want to do. So good.
No,
good
agree.
for her. But she is concerned with Muhammad as a friend. Y'all, you know what that means? It means she would let him eat her smelly pussy any time of the week because she's still in love with him.
Who was it who told me that there's quite an odor that emanates out of her?
That's what we've been.
Yeah.
That's what we were told. Who told us that?
Was it Mary Payne?
It was
Mary
Mary
Payne and Aaron on
It
Pink
was-
Shade,
It
you
was
guys.
Mary Payne.
We did Marry Fuck Kill, and we were told that there is an odor that
Yes.
emanates from
Danielle.
Danielle.
So,
It turns out, you guys, that Danielle's very upset that her daughter does not get to walk for graduation. Her two oldest daughters, they're fine.
this is where Poodle turned to me and said, "This is riveting." I don't know where that came from.
her daughter is robbed. Her daughter is robbed for not being able to walk on graduation.
Her accent's gross. Her point is well made.
I agree, y'all.
But her accent is gross.
It's so awful.
But I do. My nephew, I'm not
Oh,
going to see him
holy
graduate. And I'm
hell.
pretty sad about that. And I know everybody's
Way to bring
helped,
us down.
but it's a sad thing. So, but
And
anyway, but she's kind of got all the things that people are sad about right now. She's not.
Yeah,
she can't do the
she's got
graduation,
everything.
and then her daughter's having a baby, and they're not. That's they don't know
Yeah.
what's going to happen with
and
that.
her son stocks shelves
And her son stock shelves
at the grocery store.
which I think he's kind of cute.
No,
Okay.
I think it's that her tongue is too big for her mouth.
Okay, you need to move on past her accent. That's all you're focusing on. By the way, y'all, I just want to do a little shout out for the people that are in the Sissy Squad in the Facebook group. Our moderator, Jackie, she started a little thread on there for some of you sissies who are expecting, who are not having baby showers, who are going through some financial hard times.
Oh.
Some sissies are buying your baby shower things.
Oh, that is fantastic.
So, don't join just to get shit. But if you're already a part of the Sissy Squad and want to be part of our community, join our
maybe
private
I'll
Facebook
foster
group.
a child so I can get some.
You're not going to ever say that again. And we're going to move on about Danielle.
That's all I really
Actually,
have.
that's all that I have for her, too.
I just could not deal with the accent and the Coke bottle glasses. It would be really
So
hard for
this
me to
season's
watch.
going to be
her.
fun when we recap that on the Gay Trio.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty.
hope Mohammed's hot and they show him
it's-
shirtless a lot, or I'm never going to
It's
get through it.
really
with this
pretty
bitch.
hard to watch. So let's talk about Elizabeth and Andrei.
Okay.
I will say this. I barely breathed during this segment.
This was erotica.
Here's the thing. I haven't seen his season.
I thought you were going to say, I haven't seen his seed.
In my dreams. Now, you guys, we from looking at 90 Day history, he's well regarded as an asshole.
He is regarded.
And but he's exactly the kind of Russian guy. I knew Russian guys like this who were instrumentalists, especially violinists. They were all like this.
And they all smelled like smokes.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, though, they can fuck like a goddamn Tyrannosaurus Rex, but longer arms. They don't give up.
Elizabeth, she's adorable, too. I think she's cute, but she's...
There was a girl in the scene. Sorry.
Poodle didn't really...
Whoa. They're in
He
Tampa,
is-
y'all.
So, Andrei is hot and never wears a shirt. Obviously, he thinks
and
he's sexy.
like he's super aggro, y'all. He's like, it's torture being around you.
Did you see how many eggs he had in the basket when they was grocery shopping? Like,
Yeah.
it just smells
No
like
idea.
egg fart protein
Yeah,
in
it
there,
does.
y'all.
Like, he basically...
He's muscly, but a little soft on the middle.
I know you love that. He
Ugh.
basically fucks her, y'all, and goes, I conquer this for Moldova. Every time he fucks her.
Ba, 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 da, 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 da. And then he sings the Moldova national anthem.
So he's working as a handyman, which sounds like Candyman in his accent.
With wearing no shirt and the way he looks, I feel like maybe I've seen him in pictures as a handyman.
Yeah.
That's how they start for me.
They're going to the grocery store. Y'all, baby Eleanor looks like Andrei.
She does.
Those Moldovan genes are strong.
She's got a strong forehead, but she's
more like a 5-head. We're not coming for babies.
As your
Let
mother
it be known.
said, she's cute.
Huh?
As your mom would say, she's cute.
She's a cute baby.
Yeah.
She's a cute baby.
She's a cute baby.
So Andrei's like, the alcohol aisle, bottles more. We need to get everything because the world may not end.
So, yes.
I imagine him saying that when we were toasting, we need to drink all this alcohol as the world may end tonight. So we need to do whatever we need to do. So if the world ends tonight, we won't regret it. And then he pummels me until dawn.
Wow. Someone needs to get out. Someone's a little coronafied right now. I mean,
y'all, Andrei pushed me over the edge.
If your broom handle has splinters on it, you better put a condom on it because you're going to be hurting the next day.
Anyway, y'all.
We're just going to get to it, y'all. They talk about he doesn't like this. He's spending money. He's aggro. They're fighting.
She's like,
Who
you
cares?
spend money on shirts
It
with
doesn't
trademark.
matter. We don't fucking care because he takes a goddamn shower.
Okay, this is the part where my mouth dropped open and I could not breathe.
This is where I think I heard that song we were talking about the other day.
Dances with Wolves.
No, not Dances with Wolves, but what's that?
The Benny Hill theme.
The Benny Hill theme.
That's when I'm in complete ecstasy. That's what my brain shoots out.
Yeah, exactly. He's just showering. He's talking about his beard, and I'm telling
He
you,
says you always wash beard.
y'all, if we were together,
you wash your butt
there
vigorously.
would always be some of my coli on his beard because I would always be sitting on his face.
Then, and I literally wrote down, I can't breathe.
He's just showering.
I literally watched that scene and I could not. There's something about him, y'all, that is drop dead sexy to me.
It's gonna be rough when we gay tree on this.
I could not breathe. I couldn't even say anything clever.
This is where y'all gonna come at us and say he's a fucking pig.
Yeah,
because you know what? If we didn't know about his season, we would have said, "What's his name?" Well, not until we saw his nipple tattoos. Jeffrey's not cute. He's cute until he does nipple tattoos.
No, Andrei's got the whole vibe.
Yeah,
it's the whole vibe, y'all.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Ooh.
I can't even read my writing because I'm so.
You just started scribbling. You were just looking up.
I was writing with my left hand because I was jerking off.
It's like a war shop now, mixed with semen and ink.
Like seriously, y'all. God damn. Wow. Anyway, I need to go excuse myself to an interior room.
Well, that's a perfect timing because we're going to take a little bit of a commercial break, and when we come back
to What Now?
What Now?
What Now?
See you in a bit. Nate, I have to sit here and wait for you to get the bee out of your bonnet.
I had dinner.
No, this happens all the time. It's like, I just need to do this one thing. And next thing I know, I hear someone in the back room, and I hear you say, "Don't talk." And then I hear, you press record. You're a whore. Y'all, we're back.
Welcome to 90 Day Gays. This is the second half of our show.
What Now?
This is called What Now? Now?
This is a little bit more like regular 90 Days. However, as Poodle said before, we don't know all these people, but some of them we do.
Some of them we do, and some of them we despise.
Some of them are like an old friend, and what are other of them like?
And some of them are like herpes.
Yeah.
They
Stick it
just
around.
keep coming back, y'all. You keep getting that Valtrex prescription, and the doctor's like, I've never seen a case like this before.
It's like, I thought that I cut that off.
I've heard.
I've heard.
Speaking of herpes, Jesse's our first
Let's jump right
lonely
in.
heart, y'all. I don't even want to call him a lonely heart. He's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jesse's our first sociopathic heart. Y'all, if you don't know Jesse, you're thinking he is cute and he's hot.
If you don't know
and
him,
he'll kill you in your sleep.
If you don't know him, you don't know our work. And you need to go back to school.
If you don't know him, spend the fucking $5
If you don't know him-
and listen to the Gatreon.
If you don't know him,
We can't help
don't have
you.
anything to say.
We can't. If you don't know him, stop right now. Get the. You know what? If you don't, I will text me. I will give you $5. I won't.
For 1 month, I'm not giving you shit.
And listen to fucking Gatreon with him. You don't even have to watch Now Dane, but we will tell you.
You'll learn everything you need to know about Jesse.
He is horrible.
Jesse's from Amsterdam. He has, he's leaned up a lot.
He is leaner. He's less muscly, which I don't care for.
Well, he's working on his coaching business.
He's coaching
because
business.
he's gone to school for psychology to figure his fucking self out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's inside college. He's doing interviews all over. He goes to this radio station. And I said he's having a sit down with the poor man's Joy Behar.
Yeah,
I think I get there.
Amsterdam talk radio is not like it is here. Yeah.
What do you think kind of topics do they talk about on Amsterdam Talk Radio?
So, how much mayonnaise do you use on your fries? What is the best live sex show in the red light district? Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
I also want to say that his hair is a little better.
It is better. I noticed that as well.
But
Y'all, we give you credit when you get credit.
yeah, you know what? If you do better, I'm going to tell you you're going to do better.
We're going to tell you.
He's still poisonous to the core, though.
Oh.
You can just tell.
Yes.
He wants a woman he's looking for love again, you all. He wants a woman who is authentic and real. And American girls are very authentic.
They're a jewel. Didn't he say a jewel?
They're jewels. I love America. Because Darcy has been stalking me. I don't know if you know what. Part of me thinks that Darcy would get ripped on white wine at night, and just say, "Oh my God, it is you! You're the love of my life."
Imagine what Darcy is on Cameo is what she's to Jesse every night at midnight.
So Darcy probably did give him a lot of text messages.
I see beauty in your soul still. Do you see beauty in my soul? I just sent you a picture of my tits.
And then she just falls asleep, and it's just like, text.
And the last text
Her
is, yeah.
face is just like AGB, KLM.
And then that's like at 2 a.m. And then she'll wake up, and then he'll get one text at 4:30 that just says, "Love me." Love me. Love me.
If you
Anyway.
haven't checked out our video, a recreation of Darcy and Stacy talking about Tom, you should check that out.
We did. We mentioned that in the first part of the episode.
Yeah, but people might not.
I'm just saying.
People might not have watched it.
No, I wasn't shading. I was saying, yeah, we mentioned this.
It was said with it was said with an air of superiority that everyone heard.
I do have to remind you of things because you never. If we're doing a show on a Thursday that's not airing till a Wednesday, you forget. And this show, we watched half, we recorded, and we took a break and watched another one. And I could see you forgetting that we're gonna connect the two shows.
So y'all,
That's fair. That was a read. Jesse's taking a shower.
I wasn't listening to anything that you were saying. So Jesse's taking a shower and he's like soaping himself up. He's probably jerking off his little dick.
Isn't it funny? We just saw what's his name take a shower, and literally you were like Madonna in 1989.
Isn't it different when Andrei
joke.
take a shower? I could not breathe.
And with Jesse,
I'm like on my phone.
Yeah. He's not even looking at porn when Jesse's on his phone. He's like just looking at news.
Jesse has a going away party, and a lot of people are saying, "What are you going to do, Jesse?" And then, like, Dieter from Sprockets is over there in a black turtleneck, y'all. He's like, now he's the him on Sprockets, can we dance? Don't touch my monkey.
I loved Sprockets.
Like, swear to God, there is someone in an actual black turtleneck at Jesse's party.
For sure.
Also, these are all paid people from the production.
Yeah, he doesn't
because Jesse
have
has
real friends,
absolutely
y'all.
no friends.
He is that one pretty blonde girl. She would never be friends with
No.
him ever.
I liked it at the end when he's like, I'm semi-emotional. That's as emotional as he gets.
And now he also the thing that I think is not healthy is that He says, I'm looking for someone the exact opposite of Darcey.
Don't ever do his accent. That
What
sounds
is dead
Russian.
on. It was dead on.
No.
It was right. It was perfect.
No.
No, we just got tweeted about our accents. People like it. It is illusion.
It is illusion.
It's perfect.
It
If you close your eyes,
it needs to be a little
it's like
more rounder.
It's here.
It is illusion.
Yeah, it's illusion.
Okay. Anyway, what did he say?
He said, I want someone who's the opposite of Darcey. That's the last thing he said. Y'all, red flag. Or
So
actually,
a man who's had no plastic surgery.
Yeah, exactly. That's a little opposite. If you go into a relationship saying, I don't know what I want out of this relationship, but I want them to be the opposite of the person I'm not with anymore.
You need to process that.
That means you're not over that yet. Yeah. You're not.
If you're still thinking about your ex, also, I feel like...
If Darcey gets back together him, I'm
no,
telling
that won't
this now,
happen. It won't happen.
We are going to Connecticut, and we are doing an intervention on her.
It won't happen, and if it does...
I will pay for it myself.
I'll pay for a plane ticket in the time of Corona.
I will.
Yeah. I'll wear my poodle mask, y'all.
He has one.
So Jesse's leaving to go to New York City. And he's going to meet his friend Brad, again, paid by the production. Strangely enough, a black man in a turtleneck.
Exactly.
Not a black turtleneck this time, but a black man in a turtleneck.
There was a theme.
Yeah. Who is talking to him in platitudes and is trying to act like...
I think Brad's just a gay guy who wants to rim him.
I agree. They met
Right?
I guarantee you they met on Instagram.
Oh, for sure.
And he's like, Jesse is introspective
No.
like me. No, Jesse's
you
not introspective.
just want him to put his dick in you. That's what you want him to do.
And, yeah, the only...
we don't know if Brad is in real life, gay in real life. We just assume.
Seems pretty good to me.
Don't come at us, Brad.
I think that's it.
That's all I have. I'm done with him.
I despise him. I just don't... How much more do I need to say?
Well, can we talk about me and Omar?
Me and Omar. Me and Omar. Avery is back.
This was kind of nice to see.
Okay.
And we hated her.
Okay. I despised her,
In
and
the
I thought
season.
she was a fucking mouth-breathing idiot.
We hated her. We drug Avery. Like, drug
I will
her.
say, she's in school. She's like praying on her Muslim prayer rug.
She was by on my own.
Yeah, she's doing the... I thought I'd never live this way.
By myself.
I thought you were doing Patti LaBelle on my own. On my own.
I was.
I never thought I'd live this way.
I was letting you do the part.
Thank you.
I was giving you a gift.
I've never heard By Myself, though.
I don't know the rest of the words.
You just made up that song. On my own. I've never thought of... That was a good high note.
Why did it this way?
Why did it end this way? Yo, if you've never seen that Black Queen trying Patti LuPone's sweet potato pie, you need to Google that shit.
You need to pause
you
this
will
show.
laugh for days.
It's amazing.
Patty! I did a cameo the other day for a girl named Patty, and I was like, Patty!
It's true.
I don't know. And it's like, what is that from? And she's probably saying, it's from Patti LuPone's thing, you fucker. I know that.
Because Patti LaBelle's sweet potato pie, I've never had the one from Walmart. I make her recipe every year for Thanksgiving, and it's pretty good.
Why did it end this way?
Do you like sweet potato
pie? I grew up with pumpkin.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
me too.
I think if you're African American, you grew up with sweet potato.
Yes. Yeah, that's
it's
a
thing.
much more of a South thing.
So
All
you
right.
guys, just to summarize really quickly, she met her husband Omar on a Muslim dating app. She grew up in Ohio, you
She
guys,
did.
where
She was a wild Christian girl.
she's a wild girl. We're almost certain something happened with her gymnastics coach.
We think she got touched.
Yeah, almost certain.
And she alluded to something like that in the tell-all.
Yeah,
'Cause
y'all.
If y'all don't remember,
Ooh.
Mama Terry got in a fucking fight
With
with Angela
Angela, y'all.
at the tell-all, and we never saw it.
No.
So anyway,
So me and Omar,
got-
which she said every fucking time, and I was like, please just learn your series rules.
just so y'all know, count it. It's April 20th at 9:27 p.m., and I'm going to call it. We're 3 minutes ago where Poodle said he kind of likes Avery. By the end of this season, he's going to drag her again. Just
Probably.
give it time.
I'm fickle, y'all. I'm fickle like that. But you know
just
what?
give it
She's
time.
getting her life together.
She is getting her life together.
She's like Muslim girl on fleek. Her makeup is always perfect.
It's
y'all.
always perfect. And Omar has his sister lives in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So she is visiting
And
with
they're,
her
like,
sister.
all
They feel like
nice.
family.
Yeah.
They love meeting him. Now, we don't know. This is not a political thing. This is more of
Yeah.
Is this before or after Trump put Syria on the ban?
You know, I do not know.
Because I feel like they're
I
kind
do
of
not
talking
know.
like they're waiting for
Well,
his K-1
they
visa.
say that there's only a 5% chance of Omar being
Already.
able to live in the U.S.
This is before he said no enter.
Yeah.
Como se dice no enter in Syrian?
Non entrar. That I just know that from my Latino friends.
Yeah, because you, like the one time you tried to like top a guy, he was like, no entra. On la vaca.
He couldn't get it up.
Yeah.
On the back up.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know how to
You're
say back.
racist.
I didn't mean that like that.
Anyway, you guys, so she's got an apartment. She's a full-time student. She hasn't seen Omar in 8 months.
She hasn't.
And we see Omar. Omar's cute, you guys. He's a dentist.
looks good.
She's learning Arabic. She's kind of speaking Arabic. I'm a
We're
little impressed.
We're impressed, y'all. This is not a Paul and Karini
Yeah.
situation.
And she's excited about meeting Omar's mom.
Which this is the first. She didn't meet any of his
No,
family
none.
before. So now she's going to go to Lebanon again.
And the next scene, y'all, is one of our favorite characters in all 90-day history.
Mama Terry!
Mama Terry's back in the house.
Who looks
incredible.
amazing.
She looks incredible.
Yes, she lost a lot of weight. She was cute before, y'all. She is fit. She is fabulous, and she is fun.
She looks like her daughter's sister.
She does. That's
Also,
exactly
y'all,
what she looks
send
like.
some prayers up for Mama Terry because as Poodle mentioned,
She's going through cancer.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But I was going to say her work too.
Oh, yes. But
She-
I think she was going through cancer.
I think. Are you talking?
Am I wrong?
You're thinking of Sarah.
You're right. I'm wrong.
But Mama Terry's
Mama Terry is
she's
a
nurse.
first-line response, y'all.
So sending prayers up for Mama Terry and all of our nurses.
Yep, she's a nurse.
Doctors.
Anyway, Mama Terry's
Medical
worried
staff.
about her
Medical
being
transcriptionist.
alone, and y'all, she's a pit bull. That's what I can call Mama Terry.
She is a pit bull.
And she's like, I just wish you guys would be here with me. And it's a problem because Omar's got a family. Avery's got a family.
And it's scary because Avery says, well, then it's because here's the deal, y'all. Omar is cute. And I'm not saying this is a cultural thing. Omar does not seem open to anything of Avery's lives in Ohio.
Doesn't.
He's little by little, it's almost like controlling her to do
I agree.
exactly what he wants.
I agree.
Y'all, and I get it. His culture treats women differently, but he seems even more
No,
kind
I
of
agree.
like-
I totally agree.
So we see now that she says, well, Omar says things are getting better in the war-torn country and that it'll be fine if the war stops and that he would like to stay in Syria.
Y'all, come at me if you're in Syria.
Let us know.
Let me know if there's more than just a pile of rubble.
Because that's
I mean, to be honest,
We
that's
don't-
what our news shows us.
we don't want to be dumb Americans.
Yeah.
Or ill-informed. So please let us know.
But, if you just want to err on the side of caution, maybe live in Lebanon.
Maybe stay in Lebanon for a while.
Or in Canada. Canada has less strict rules.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm just going to look and see. Yep. I just looked on our demographics. In the history of our podcast, no one's ever listened from Syria. So unless you moved out, let us know. But anybody in Syria now,
Come at
Saudi Arabia, we got 50 people there.
Shut the fuck up.
Iraq, we got 5.
Wow.
Turkey, we got a good amount.
We have a full-on audience in
We
the
have
Middle East.
one person in Iran.
Allahu Akbar.
Hello to all of our international sis. Someone in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, DM me. we've got 7
You
there.
know what Congolese dick is.
It's
Woo.
true. Ivory Coast. Anyway, we could go
Cote
through them
d'Ivoire.
all. Maybe that'll become we'll just shout out our Our international sissies every once
Give
in a
me
while.
some Nigerian dick.
We got
how we doing in
Nigerian
Nigeria?
14.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Ghana, 30.
Oh,
30. Mali, 56.
Wow.
What about South Africa? Oh, my God.
yeah, South Africa was a big place.
160 people in South Africa
Yeah.
have listened to our show.
Because there's a lot of white people there
Well,
who have access. The problem here is access.
yeah.
People just don't have access in developing countries.
Sri Lanka just won.
But
Anyway, y'all.
in developed countries, they have access.
Yeah.
South Africa is a more developed country.
Yeah,
So-
I remember like when you thought you could use Google and Facebook in fucking China. So there was that.
Thank you for reading me about the world. Y'all, let's move on to Loren and Alexei. They're kind of the homecoming king and queen of this whole 90-day
sweet.
franchise.
I was kind of bored by this just because they're so nice. Nothing that's dramatic is going
That's
to
what I'm
happen
saying.
from
The
this.
homecoming queen.
Yeah.
I'm saying that in a way. You guys, I don't know if you know a lot of Israelis. My landlord is Israeli. They can sometimes get very heated
Mm-hmm.
about things. Alex is a very low-key Israeli.
From what we've seen, we haven't watched their season.
Yeah.
Y'all, he's going to love
I
Alex no
just
matter
know-
what for one reason and just get it out.
Woo! She got a at least 9-inch dick, y'all. At least.
I'm going to give you a whole minute. Just get it out.
The BDF is doing a full-on body rip. Whoop, 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 whoop. 9, 9, 9, 9. And y'all, that nose only tells us more than we need to know.
You know what? Guys who do have like an Ashkenazi
Well,
nose
just look
have
at his
huge
fucking
dick.
arms.
Everything is just
Everything
lanky.
about him is like pointing the way to saying, dick.
Like,
dick.
I bet sometimes, like, before she gets ready to, like, he kind of slaps her with his dick, and I bet she falls over. She loses her balance. Yeah.
Y'all, my favorite thing about learning this is that Loren is a basic Jappy girl who met him on Birthright. I did not know that.
She did meet him
Yeah.
on Birthright. Yes.
I love that. So,
Yes.
if you don't know what Birthright is, Google it. A lot of, as long as you can claim Jewish lineage
You
through
can go.
I think through your mother, you get a free trip to Israel.
Dumb Gentile. I
Yeah.
just know there's Birthright. I don't know how you do it.
And she met him there because he was the guide. He's super supportive. She's got Tourette's.
Very
50%.
mild.
Yeah. I
Very-
only
not
see it
the-
a little bit. So you guys, they are...
And I looked up because we asked her in the show. Loren she's like a legal assistant. This is what our sissies say.
Okay.
And Alexei, I forgot. Remember, he saved someone. He's an EMT. Resuscitate me, daddy.
Y'all, to be honest, I haven't had sex in probably close to 4.5 weeks now. And just seeing Alexei is like enough to like make me like spontaneously combust.
I love him. Ooh, I honestly love him.
Fuck me.
There you go. That was a Tourette's version, everybody. Okay, let's jump on to somebody we don't know.
No, they're having a gender reveal.
Oh, wait, I forgot about this. I forgot all about that. Thank you.
So you guys, they're gonna have and the baby's complete. The doctor says the baby's average, and the genetic test results. There's no Downs, and they're not sure about Tourette's. First of all,
Can't test, apparently.
If she's this far along, they can test for Downs way before this.
Oh, I know, they did that for
and so this
TV.
was. I know it just kind of pissed me off that like they were like letting these people know that. Anyway,
She is farther along.
yeah.
So they know the sex of the doctor knows the sex of the baby, but they're going to have a gender reveal party. So
And
that's
the
kind of
mom's going to throw it, and it's
and
going to
the
be
mom is
super
gonna be coming
ridiculous.
and staying with them.
Which Alex is worried about it. So, y'all, Lauren's mom is going to be a little much. We're pretty sure.
I'm excited to meet her.
It's going to be like
I don't
Nora
know if we met her
Menken's
before.
mom.
I love Nora Menken's mother.
She's great.
She's so nice.
She's a lot, though.
She's a lot. She's intense.
Y'all, our last person.
Oh, our last lonely heart is
Stephen and Olga. Y'all, these are children.
Okay.
I did not know
I just
this.
wrote in all caps, this makes me feel old as shit. So when we watch this on their original 90 Day, he's just now 21.
These are children.
He was like, and you know what's creepy? This is how old my brother was whenever he got my sister-in-law pregnant.
That's fucked up.
He was 20.
That is fucked up.
He was 21 when he had a son.
That's such trashy news.
They're still together 22 years later.
But I'm saying if I heard that without knowing your brother, I would say, what trash?
A lot of people do that. They get horny hillbillies, as Dolly Parton says.
But
you didn't have any cousins or relatives have babies young?
Oh, tons of them.
Oh, yeah.
But I called them trash. I'm saying, did your
Poodle needs to get fucked, y'all. He's fiery.
Was your brother not aware there were condoms around?
I think they were having sex in a pool. You know, it makes it weird.
So you can get pregnant in a pool?
Yeah. You've never had sex in a pool.
Someone once told me I couldn't get an STD in a hot tub.
And he Poodle believed it. Wow. Some things you're so naive about.
I need to call him.
Yeah, I was going to say, if anybody's had sex.
It's okay if we do it without condoms. You can't get anything in a hot tub. Okay.
The heat kills it. Y'all, that's not true. That's not true. Don't believe it.
I promise I don't have herpes. It's just acne.
How many times have you had sex in a pool?
I've had sex a couple times, but I didn't have that very conversation. But I remember having like heavy petting in a hot tub.
Here's the thing.
And someone saying you can't get anything.
Here's the thing with Poodle. Poodle is a very intelligent person. However, when it comes to if you make something make sense to Poodle
in the right moment,
and it's logical, and he's had a drink or two, he will believe you.
Yep. I will argue it to other people. So Stephen and Olga, y'all, they met when they were like 19 or 20.
Yeah.
God. And obviously there weren't condoms there.
Well, they were in Russia.
Yeah.
Or
they were in she was on a tour.
She came over here, yes, yeah. And then she got pregnant here.
And
not Russia, not pregnant, not condoms in the United States.
I imagine they just like fucked in a Pick and Pay or something.
Probably.
So
they got pregnant.
And I wrote down, can you imagine having a son at 21 years old?
No.
How old was your brother?
He was born when Dylan was 20. Dylan was born when he was 21. My sister-in-law was.
Wow.
My sister-in-law was just turned 20.
I can't even. This is the thing, y'all. I can't even imagine having a child now, and I'm 40. I'm over 40. I mean, I'm never going to reveal my real age.
I have to remind you to take your allergy medicine every day. Every day, y'all.
Y'all.
He wakes up and says, my eyes are itchy. And he itches his eyes for an hour. And then I'll say, did you take your allergy medicine? Oh, I need to do that. Well, my eyes were itchy.
Anyway.
I love you, Poodle, but you and I probably don't need to have kids.
Steven reminds me of that, like, bully you had in, like, 5th grade.
Yeah, that's true.
You know those like arcade movies all the way through the 80s? Steven was like the best at like the arcade games.
Yes.
And would punch you in the face and goes, hey, faggot, numbnuts.
That was Steven.
That's Steven.
That was Steven, yeah.
Also, his current haircut looks exactly like the one I had in 5th grade.
His current haircut's
like a
horrible.
part with a spike.
Because there's pictures of him with longer, kind of curlier hair, and he looks kind of attractive.
Yeah.
Y'all, again, but this haircut's not doing anything.
He's a baby.
He's a baby.
He's a fucking baby.
But he said something that I thought was so telling. He said, they got pregnant in the United States. She went back home to Russia. But before the baby was born, he flew to Russia to see his baby being born. And then he said this kind of line, oh, and when I was holding my baby, that's when I realized I loved her. And I was like, well, I guess she didn't before.
Him. The baby's a boy.
No, I loved her.
Oh,
the woman
Olga.
who had his baby.
Yeah.
Who's a very pretty girl. It seems fine. And so...
I'm sorry. This is sounding awful.
Then he had...
You guys, contraceptives are everywhere.
I know, but it's education. What state is he in again?
I don't know.
Because
some fucking mouth
in
breather
Oklahoma,
land.
They still teach why wait. They teach abstinence. You can't teach
But,
abstinence. It doesn't work.
Across 3,000 miles, could an abortion not have been talked about?
Well, maybe they don't want it. She's probably Russian Orthodox. That's not something they talk about.
I just don't.
And for some people, that's not an option.
I agree. I understand that. I'm just saying, wow, what a lot of money for all of this.
Well, I mean, it's honestly probably for him, it's probably giving him a purpose.
But if you're in Ohio, you fuck a girl across town, then you get married. But this is like an extra $11,000.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But he's getting...
Steven does not have this money.
But he's got a job now, and that's why he had to go back, because he got a text from his job in Russia that said, hey, bro...
you're going to come back here. Stop skateboarding, brah.
Dude, you got to come back because they're shutting down the video store because everybody's streaming now.
Yeah. And
I imagine he works at a Blockbuster.
Yeah, totally. So Olga has the K-1 visa. His friends, he's out with his friends who are like 20. One has
They're all
severe
21.
case of acne that hasn't even cleared up.
I felt very old.
Oh my God! One has like a shirt like from 3 seasons ago Express.
They literally, one of them looks like that pimply kid from the Simpsons.
Yes!
He really does.
Like one has acne so bad that he just hasn't gotten over from childhood.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're drinking, and he's like, shots. And I'm thinking, you probably still can't handle shots.
No, and he's saying, Olga, the baby, we'll just have to work things out. Like, she doesn't put diaper on the babies because that's her way. And I wanted to say no, because when she was in the line for milk and cheese and diapers, she had to make a choice for milk and cheese.
Is it bread or diapers?
She was like, bread.
Yeah. Y'all, so... What has that just happened?
Oh, God. Are you drunk?
No. So, y'all, he's turned
Your legs do look better from working out.
Muscly. Thank you for calling me muscly. I'm not going to... I'm so tired of you being in love with me.
They look very feminine. They would look really good. Like in
I'm never going to have sex with you.
No, I'm into men. I fuck men.
You wish you could have me. That's the thing.
Oh, God,
you know what?
no.
That's why you keep coming out to hang out with me, because you wish one day you're just hoping that I'll say yes.
Y'all, if you're that one listener right now thinking, oh, are Maddie and Poodle ever going to get together?
No.
You need to be around more gay people.
Because it's me saying,
we all don't,
you know what?
We don't fuck each other.
She's going to want it, but I'm never going to say yes. So, y'all, Steven and Olga never got on the plane.
Kicked up my acid reflux.
And her phone died, or his phone died.
His phone died because he was out partying with his friends. Poodle just threw his pet. You know why you're upset about this? You're upset about this segment because it made you feel old.
That's the truth.
And you do not like feeling old.
I could not give 2 shits about their problems because, y'all, condoms are readily available.
I do I do feel for them just because I know people that have, not just my brother, I know people that did this young. And Terry, look how old Avery is from Terry. Terry did it young.
Yeah, but
this is a
She's
fucking...
in love with the boy.
This is a fucking other country.
It just happens.
You know what? You know what happens? You lose Olga's number.
And then she has your baby out there that you never meet.
Yeah, but you're 22, so you don't care.
Wow.
There we go. That was real talk.
Wow, I'm glad Poodle's never sired a child. Thank God.
Because think about just in my time. Think about the long distance minutes that would cost.
God, you'd be like those.
Y'all remember? Come at me if you remember long distance.
You would be like those Irish nuns that told him that their baby was gone.
You know what? Sometimes they were doing God's work.
Okay, I don't know about that.
No, they kept those babies and they just sold them.
We're going to get a lot of letters for this episode, and Poodle's address is 101 Horse Street, Los Angeles, California, 90069. 69, everybody. So she did not get on the flight. I just want to say, when you're a parent...
Yeah.
You're one of the number one rules as a parent, especially if you are not in close proximity to your child, make sure your phone's charged.
I kind of agree with that.
I don't care if your child is in fucking Russia.
But I think he turned it off for a reason.
No, he said the battery died.
Oh.
He was out partying with his friends and his battery died.
It's because this proves my point.
His skateboard doesn't have a USB hookup to charge his phone.
He's 21 fucking years old.
But he's growing up. He's trying to get an electrician job. She's 17, and he's got the keys to her heart.
I all I've got.
Like two sparrows in a hurricane, trying to find their way,
with a hope full of dreams and love that can do anything. I like it how I try to sing harmony and you don't remember the melody.
They've heard it's all uphill, but all they know is how they feel.
The world says they'll never make it.
Love says they will.
That is a beautiful song by Tanya Tucker. Come at us if you like our Riverdale podcast about Tanya Tucker. This bitch could
a deep cut.
This bitch could not remember the name Tony Topaz and just called her Tanya Tucker.
We did call her Tanya Tucker. I forgot about that. Y'all, that's the show.
That was Riverdale, y'all, is a complete slag heap.
You know,
right now.
I just watched the musical episode thinking I was going to watch it
so
with you.
Confused.
That we were going to recap it. It's a piece of shit show.
I was so confused.
Y'all, if you're holding out for Riverdale, unless we actually see Fangs giving Kevin a fucking rim job, we're not watching it.
Y'all need to write Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa and say, you need to do better. To be honest, when gay men are foregoing your show, you've lost.
Bill Bulware is trying to get us to do Katie Keene. I don't care if
Fuck that fucking shit.
Bernadette Peters on, and the guy who plays Luke the Satan from Sabrina, he's on Katie Keene now.
Oh my!
He's trying. They're trying, but we won't. Don't watch it.
I won't do it as principal.
Thank you.
That's it for
Y'all,
this show.
That's the show. We're not going to do any Patreon props because we saved them. We don't want to. We'll run through them too quickly. So I think we're just going to save them just for our Monday night show.
This is a bonus show. There's like 8 episodes of this, y'all.
So we originally dropped this episode where we did a little special and gave you a regular 90-day before early on Monday. We're not going to do that next week. So don't come at us and say, where is it?
God. Fucking thirsty fuckers.
So it's going to be 11 p.m. as normal. All right, so always, you can go to the website, 90 Day Gays. You can, we've got merch. We've got all of our website. You can listen to our other podcasts. You can listen to the first 2 episodes of Too Hot to Handle. And then behind our Gatreon at the $5 tier is all of our all of our Too Hot to Handle.
And Too Hot to Handle, Too Cold to Hold.
We got 4 episodes up. I think we're going to do some more Tuesday and Wednesday. I think all of the episodes will probably be up by Saturday.
Hopefully.
That's what we're hoping for.
We're doing our best, guys.
We're trying to snag some interviews, too, because these bitches are still thirsty.
Yeah, we got some offers out.
Offers out. And not just Poodle sending notes out saying, come fuck me through a hole in my doorway.
Any chance you want to break quarantine rules?
Yeah, exactly. No, actual offers. So that's happening. Lastly, y'all, leave a review. If you go to wherever you listen to podcasts, 5 stars and just say,
keep going, Queens.
Keep going, Queens. We appreciate it so much. And Poodle, what were you going to say?
I would like to end this with a sign-off that we're doing for Too Hot to Handle.
But why?
You're right. Doesn't make any sense. Never mind.
For Too Hot to Handle, we say,
keep being sluts. You can keep being sluts, too, but you're right. It's better to say.
No, we can do it for tonight.
Yeah. Y'all, and remember, for all our lonely hearts out there, we call these people lonely hearts because they're just looking for love like all the rest of us.
And Courtney's just looking for dick like all the rest of us.
That's in quarantine.
And if you're a Courtney out there, we just want to tell you,
keep being a slut.